A political cartoonist making a book on the greatest frauds of religion is a daunting thought. Religion is the opium of the masses. And these addicts, they can't stand the cops who bust the drug gangs and also those who try to cure them of their addiction. So, it's a thankless job, but a noble duty. Here's to us, to a group of free thinkers who aren't afraid to question and also not afraid to expose. To clarity of thought, skepticism, and rationalism.
We've done it in America. We've done it in Australia, Italy, France, and even Beijing. Now it's time to awaken the masses in India. Here's to our rational warrior Maha. May God be with you.
Can you believe it? I'm soon gonna be a published author. You know what? I'll give you a discount. And I'll inscribe my name on it.
Seriously, Maha. I hope your project doesn't kill goodness in an attempt to expose the bad.
What?
I hope that in your attempt to understand life and destroy evil, you don't end up destroying the divine.
Dadima, you party pooper. I was just all excited about this whole thing and you're just a killjoy.
Hey, sorry, grandson. It's just that there was once a man with a quest just like you.
And what? He published a book? Was he any good?
He started out just like you, wanting to write a book poo-pooing the sadhus.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back as one of them.
What? Who is this traitor?
You're going to eat your words very soon. The man you call traitor is none other than world-renowned Swami Chinmayananda, the master who defended spirituality.
Wow. You gotta be kidding me. You mean to say Swami Chinmayananda, who was a great and revered spiritual guru, was once an atheist? Just like me? Wow. Now that's a story which I want to hear.
He was a journalist too, a questioning mind. He has done incredible work for the modern world, and he started out just like you, a non-believer.
Sounds like he's a good person to begin with.
When do you want to start?
What?
What? When do you want to start? How does Wednesday sound?
This Wednesday.
Yes, of course.
Well... Hey Nalini, how long is...
Just wait a sec.
What?
Hey Nalini, hi.
Hey!
Hari Om.
Hari Om. How are you?
Good, glad you made it.
Yeah, this is my friend Maha. He's a brilliant cartoonist.
Oh,
He
okay.
wants to put together a book on the life of Gurudev.
Hello.
He wants to expose the sadhus.
Hey.
Him too. He's certainly at the right place. We offer nothing but the truth here.
Hey Maha, come here, come here.
There are 4 parts in this presentation. You can choose where you want to start from, and as you go ahead...
Just 1 second. Nalini, how long does this take?
Only as long as it needs to.
Oh.
So, as we go ahead...
I'll manage.
Yeah, okay.
A freedom fighter and an atheist. Nalini, now I'm really curious.
So where do you want to start?
The atheist looks appealing, but obviously...
Obviously, we should start at the beginning.
Okay, That's safe.
Yeah.
रुकिए भाई साहब। ओए, रुको रुको। मोहनलाल, मुंह पर जाके देखो। क्या कर रहे हो क्रांतिकारी, क्या कर रहे हो? रुको रुको, भरोसा करो, भरोसा करो। हमें मदद करनी है क्रांतिकारी की, भरोसा करो। हम सभी को क्रांतिकारी की मदद करनी है।
क्या महाराज किसी को ढूंढ रहे हो?
ये सब ठीक है ना जी?
राम राम दरोगा जी।
किसका है ये?
सब हमारा नहीं, उनका है।
दरोगा जी, मंदिर के प्रसाद के लिए दूध जा रहा है।
खोल के दिखाओ।
प्रसाद का दूध है।
खोल के दिखाओ।
क्या प्रसाद को अपवित्र करेंगे?
हाँ ठीक है। मोहनलाल, चलो हो गया।
अब क्या? जय बजरंगबली की।
जय बजरंगबली की।
Sir, keep trying. You'll find him.
हाँ हाँ, कहाँ भाग के जाएगा? We will find him. चलो चलो।
And then they were all stunned. Like this, I missed them by a whisker. You should have seen that chap's face. That fool. Chased me around the entire city and couldn't recognize my face this close.
How long will you keep running, Balan?
You should have been there. They were a laughing stock.
You are too precious to be hiding in buses. You have to be at the safest possible place where they will never look for you. This is where you're going.
British intelligence. You're sending our lamb to the lion's den.
No. Our lion entering our own den and getting it back from those lambs. In the name of Kumar, you will decode every single message they send and simultaneously leak it back to our brothers. Just like Chandrasekhar Azad, the British wanted him too. He was the driver of the very car that was commissioned to look for him. Now this time, Balan, there is no holy milk that can save your skin. Are you game?
I need to brush up on my Morse code skills. So, when can I be ready?
That's the spirit, Balan. Good luck.
Thank you.
Heading to Kashmir. Say they're armed. Look out for Madrasi. Madrasi?
It's completely accurate, sir.
What on earth's going on here?
We had a mole right under our noses. It's the Madrasi Kumar. He had access to quite a bit of classified information. And now he's gone, sir.
What? What do you mean, gone?
We've been tricked, sir. The last message he decoded was this one, warning us about him. I suppose that was his cue to disappear.
What? Who authorized his appointment to this division?
It appears you did, sir. A couple of months ago.
Ah. Does Smith know about this?
That you authorized his transfer to this unit, sir?
No, you bloody idiot. The fact he turned out to be a saboteur.
Not yet, sir.
Right. Where does this Madrasi Kumar or whatever he's called live? Are these government barracks?
Shh! This is where he's hiding.
What's that in your hand?
I'll show you.
This is the place, sir.
Shut the door. It's pretty sparse, isn't it?
Wartime, sir.
Thanks for the hospitality. New India emerging. Watch your step. What? I want him found, Gupta. In Johnson's interrogation room, first thing in the morning. I don't care what you have to do. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
(1942) warrant issued. 1943 joined British intelligence in Kashmir, forging papers and deceiving his superiors. You know, Howard, he's more dangerous than we thought. He's already managed to give us the slip at least twice.
Twice? Well, not very successful the third time, huh? I think he underestimates us. I will personally ensure that he understands this. Tea to your liking, Basil?
Oh yes, fine, thank you. Balakrishnan Menon, pamphleteer, trained spy, troublemaker, saboteur, terrorist. Not anymore.
Power, kuchigeona. Hey, nice one, old chap.
Do you really think this piece of paper is going to change anything? You think you're special? We've arrested thousands like you. There is no hope. Get it? We thought hanging that Bhagat Singh would stop your lot, but still you keep coming back. You all want to be heroes.
You can hang a person, not an ideal. Admit it. I was there right under your nose for 10 months, and you never knew it.
Damn it! Now give us names. We know you have contacts in the INA. Who are your local agents?
Basil, calm down. Let's throw him in solitary. We don't want him talking to anyone else. Power, take him. We'll see how far your messages reach from behind those bars. Do you hear me? We are here to stay.
You're welcome to, but under our flag.
Take him away.
கடல் தாண்டான் சங்கரன் தன் கிருபா தோணியை என்னும் நின் கரளில் நீ தரிக்கோ
This term will be predominantly 18th century authors, and the next term, 19th century. Literature has spanned centuries, and it is as much alive today as it was then. Are there any questions?
Sir, I went through the syllabus. It looks very varied. We'll be learning about the Germans, the French, even about the Greeks. There's nothing about Indian literature. What about King Ashoka? Even Tagore's Gitanjali, which has won the Nobel Prize, is not mentioned.
Well, yes, you're right. I'm just a lecturer, and I don't write the syllabus.
Yeah, the British did that, right?
Balan, if there are no further questions, we will talk about this after the break in the classroom. Thank you.
Hey, I heard what you said. I think you'll be interested in this. I'd like to talk about what we're going to do. Are you free now?
Balan, that's where you are. Come on, let's go. We have a match. Come on, come on.
Yeah. Listen, I have a match right now. I'll meet you by the court after that.
Okay.
Okay? Excuse me.
See you.
Get it!
Game, set and match, Menon and Shroff. Congratulations.
Thank you. Great job, Balan. Praise Lord Ganapati.
Huh. Ganapati played that backhand, huh? I did.
Have some faith, Balan. He plays through you. By the way, did you see where the ball went? I want it as a trophy.
No idea. Maybe you knocked it out by the gutter.
Did I? Okay. Balan, wait for me. Don't go to the canteen without me.
Come fast.
Great match.
Thanks.
By the way, did you get a chance to read the pamphlet?
Yeah, briefly.
So you want to be involved in the university freedom movement?
Yes, that's why I came to Lucknow, where the spirit of revolution is still alive.
Sabash, man. Super, super.
One more set, Balan?
Maybe later.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Oh, you're an atheist.
First, we Indians need to get rid of the British. And then from all this.
Okay, fine. Tomorrow, we meet behind the chemistry lab. 5 p.m., okay? Sharp 5 p.m. Chalo. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
कहाँ जा रहे हो?
बीके मेनन।
कोई मेनन सेनन नहीं है। जाओ जाओ।
मेनन!
निकल जा। जा निकल।
Liar!
कोई मेनन सेनन नहीं।
Lie down. I don't think he will survive another night in this room.
So what? Let him die a dog's death. Now let's get a move on. It's Johnson's anniversary tonight. There's only so much time you get off in this godforsaken town.
With all due respect, officer, there are people protesting outside. There have been 11 deaths in the past 2 months. Balan is a high-profile student leader, and his death won't go unnoticed.
I don't care.
I'm sorry, Mr. Foxworth. We can't take the rap for his death.
I know that. Just get on and do your job, and don't lose any more prisoners. Power. He won't last the night. Just get rid of him. Make it like he was never here. You know the drill.
भैया चाय मिल गया?
हाँ
भैया आधे घंटे में डॉक्टर बाबू को उनके घर से लेके आना है।
हाँ मैं चाय खत्म करके लेके आऊंगा भैया।
Thank God Mrs. De Silva found him there and saved his life. She was God in the form of a woman, I tell you.
No.
And uncle, you know what was the first thing he said when he came to? My name, Shroff.
Go get his medicines now. He'll be up any minute.
Mr. Menon, I lost my son in the war. I know what families go through. I know what it feels like. And you know what, Mr. Menon? His nose reminds me exactly of my son's.
Shroff, are you okay? Don't go out anywhere. He's an ex-suspect. They'll go after him. He must be safe.
Everyone is safe and will be safe if you try not to do something stupid. The intelligence people were still looking for you until yesterday. Back home, Acha has spoken to higher-ups and promised that you boys would stay out of trouble. He had to pull a lot of strings, even talk to the Maharaj of Cochin to drop all the cases against you. For now.
The struggle is not over yet. I was left to die.
How much can you do, Balan? You are getting too emotional about this. Think about how you can do all this without getting yourselves killed. There are other methods that may work.
I've got back my life only to fight with more courage. Not to run away? How can you sit back and do nothing?
It's a matter of time. We all know that the British will leave India soon. Mrs. De Silva, why don't you talk some sense into him?
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out.
Balan, finally we are free.
India is free. Not Indians.
What are you saying, Balan?
And what does freedom actually mean to us? To be born into a system of caste? Is that freedom? To live in poverty and chaos? Is that freedom? To live under ritualism and blind faith? Is that freedom? India may be free of the British, but are we Indians, the common man, really free?
Wow. That's quite some story. I mean, an atheist, a freedom fighter, a journalist, and a thinker.
Yeah, he was something else, wasn't he?
Really?
Someone's very interested, I can see.
How can I miss this part? This is my stuff.
Sir?
Balan, you have developed quite a reputation as a writer.
Pardon?
All good only.
Oh.
So we have decided to bring you on permanent with a salary rise. Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
So what do you have in mind?
I have many things on my mind.
Don't worry, we will take care of that.
It's not about the money, sir. What I'm more interested in are the ideas. Is there anything specific that you want me to bring in or write about?
I leave that to you, so long as your writing continues increasing our readership.
If you say so. Sir, I have a brilliant idea. What I was thinking of was we should make the Indians more aware of the fact that they have a very, very rich history. The mochi, symbol of craftsmanship. Throughout his life, he seems to have no other interest apart from his work. It is slow, crude, and even rough. Still, his work is to him the very breath of life. Apart from his craft, he has no existence. A mochi has not even a name of his own. He refers to himself as a mochi, and everybody knows him as the mochi. In mending the souls, he mends the souls of those who care to watch him. From his face, the world can get a sacred cure. Perhaps it's not yet time, and when the time comes, our mochi might lift his face, and men might learn the infallible remedy.
Excellent. Gripping. You have got a unique voice. Let's go to print with this.
Thank you, sir.
Your byline says mochi. You want to be known as a cobbler. That's so humble.
I want to be anonymous, sir. I want the voice of the common man to be known and heard.
Common man. Lot of damaged souls need to be mended, my dear mochi. Give this for typesetting. Sir?
Ismail.
जी सर
Shroff. The man who is usually with me is now in that small basket. A few bones and ashes are all that remain. Flesh and life are gone. Flesh and life are gone. What is this life?
क्या साहब हमारे पेट में लात
इतनी कम दूरी के लिए आप इतना मांग रहे हो?
कितना कम दे रहे
इतना बस है। अब्बाजी प्रणाम।
भगवान आपका भला करे, भगवान आपका भला करे।
आशीर्वाद दीजिए।
मैं भगवान से आपके सुखी जीवन के लिए विशेष हवन करूंगा। आओ बेटा आओ, आओ बेटा आओ, लंबी उम्र के लिए आओ, आओ आओ, आयुष्मान भवा, यशस्वी भवा।
For that guy they are paying 30 paisa and for you they are paying 5 rupees.
लेना है।
Aren't you ashamed?
गुरु ही नैया पाल लगाएंगे, गुरु ही नैया पाल लगाएंगे।
I'll expose your clan for the fraud that you are.
आओ बेटी, पुत्रवती भवा, पुत्रवती भवा। आपको क्या मालूम, आपको क्या मालूम। ओम ओम।
साहब रिक्शा।
So I met a good profit this time in my business, and well, I spent it on my girlfriend. Her birthday was coming up, and we had a recent fight, so making up, you know. A diamond necklace, very exotic, Indian design, huh? Very, very
I
beautiful.
can't believe you spent all that money on your girlfriend for her birthday.
And she broke up with you a week later.
At least I spent it on my own good cause. Unlike you, who spends it on some sadhus in the mountains.
Hey, I give money for a good cause and I get blessings. What's wrong in that?
There's a lot of good work happening out there, and they're always in need of more funds.
How sure are you that they are using your money appropriately? They should be here in the cities where their help is needed the most, not up in the mountains. They are a lazy, useless lot. And you fools believe them. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Balan, you should really see for yourself. I can take you around.
There's a fable. A man once saw a monkey sitting on the bank of a river and picking the fish one by one and putting it on the bank. The fish were obviously struggling to death. The man was shocked and asked the monkey, "What are you doing?" The monkey said, "Can't you see? I'm saving the fish from drowning." More often than not, we are the monkeys who are trying to save the fish. No, I didn't mean you're the monkey. I meant the sadhus.
Some sadhus may be frauds, not all.
Religion is the opium of the masses. I'm going to catch and expose those drug peddlers.
If you're really open for this, there's somebody I'd like you to begin with. A sadhu you can expose to the world. Are you game? Balan, are you game?
Unnatural values, impossible behaviors. Lifeless creatures in the hustle and bustle within those stuffy palace walls. Studied smiles and made to order laughs. In a world where integrity is almost non-existent, I will not sacrifice who I am to be part of such a lowly group that calls itself high society. I have understood this society well. Now it's time to investigate the other side. The ones that move around with begging bowls. The leeches of the nation.
Swamiji, the dispensary stocks are ready. Can you please check it?
Yes, Swamiji. I will check it.
The books that you had asked for, Swamiji, the list is here. Can we send them?
No.
Swami?
Have the books come back from the publisher so far?
Swami, I'm Balakrishnan Menon from Delhi, journalist with the National Herald. Mr. Ram has sent me. Can I have an interview with you?
Come back tomorrow evening. We'll meet tomorrow evening, okay?
Can we make it this evening?
I don't have much time today. Let us meet tomorrow evening, okay?
Swami, I'm an educated man, and as a journalist, I have other things to do.
Knowing to read and write and having a degree barely makes you literate, not educated. Come back tomorrow evening. Let's meet and talk. Okay? Yeah, we can send them, but we have to wait for the books to come back from the publishers. I need to go to the hospital for the medicines.
Can't you read? Oh, you can, but cannot understand what you read.
She will be fine. Nothing much to worry about. You need to give her medicines for 3 days. You give her the medicines.
Okay, Swamiji.
She'll be fine, okay? Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Okay.
That dying child was an untouchable. Yet you personally made sure that she gets admitted into the best hospital. That's commendable. But where I lost you is, why did you give her mother the God's idol and give her false hope, especially when the child is terminally ill?
Where is false hope in this?
You gave them a piece of stone and asked them to worship it. They obviously believe in you and so will worship. You as a doctor knew yourself that there was no hope. Yet you fooled them by asking them to pray to a God that obviously doesn't exist.
Prayer is invocation of the higher within you. It's not false hope. It gives you strength, immense strength.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om. As for God, if you are referring to the forms and shapes we popularly see around us, then of course it doesn't exist like that. They are merely symbols, concrete representation of that abstract infinite truth. But if you're referring to the presence of God, don't we see the presence of Him all around us, every moment, every second? In this entire cycle of creation, maintenance, destruction, every moment? In fact, behind your atheistic thinking mind, I see the presence of God.
That is debatable. If God really exists, then why is there so much of evil and injustice? War, disease, hatred. If this is the best God can do, then I'm not impressed. Results like these do not belong in the resume of the Supreme Being.
God is not working in the way you are imagining. It's not like He is managing our actions. We are responsible for our actions. It's not like He's a puppet master controlling our lives. We are entirely responsible for our actions. In fact, we are a product of our own past deeds.
So if God's not responsible for what's happening, what exactly is God's role in all this? Why even the need for a God?
God is like the petrol in the car. Without the petrol, the car won't run. Let's say you have an accident while you're driving the car. Who's responsible for it? The car, the driver, or the petrol? The driver decides the direction of the car, not the petrol. But without the petrol, can the car move? So in the same sense, without the touch of life or God, a sinner cannot sin, nor can a monk meditate.
Why pray then? It doesn't affect our actions anyway. It's illogical.
We tend to underestimate the power and ability of our mind to guide our actions and create our realities. We act just as we think. A free will requires a free spirit. Where would the free will come from, my dear atheist? Prayer strengthens identification with the free spirit. For the spirit, prayer is the same as this beautiful healthy walk is for the body. And you see, we've reached our destination. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Oh. Balan, full of questions. These questions anyone can answer for you. But there are some questions which no one else other than you can answer for yourself. That is not a question, it's a quest. When do you begin your quest, Balan?
Hello?
Hello? Ram sir, Balan here.
Hello, Balan, how are you?
Fine, thank you sir. Sir, there's more to these sadhus than I actually thought. This one in particular is tricky. He wakes up at the crack of dawn, meets people from all over the world, writes books and even manages a dispensary. And he speaks in riddles. I think I may require a little more time to file my interview, sir.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay, take your time.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, Balan.
Hari Om.
Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Pahi Mam.
Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Raksha Mam.
Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Raksha Mam.
Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha.
Matters of life and death, creation and existence. Prayer and its powers are being undressed here. These fundamental ideas that I have lived through with the arrogance of education or literacy now suddenly seem so very far from my understanding. And for once, I am not restless about not knowing all the answers. There is peace in my heart and an excitement in my bosom as I enter the unknown.
Do you know what you're looking for, Balan?
I'll know when I find it.
You said you had questions?
Yes, a whole list.
These questions you have in your pocket, I can answer in 15 minutes and this interview would be over and you leave. Job done. But is this what you really want to know, Balan? Think. Do you have questions or are you on a quest? There is a story from the Prasnopanishad of 6 students who went to Rishi Pipalada to have their doubts clarified. Instead of giving them answers then itself, he asked them to take up brahmacharya and do tapas for 1 year in his ashram. It was only after their tapasya the students came to know what kind of questions they should really ask him, and then he answered them.
I started with questions, but...
Keep your questions away, Balan. What's your quest?
I was on my deathbed a few months ago, and here I am now. My friend who was perfectly healthy died for no rhyme or reason. He died, I continue to live. I want an answer for that. Would you call that a question or a quest?
That depends on how deep is the thirst for the answer that you have. See, the divinity at play.
How can you have actionless action? What does that even mean? In you right now, there is one portion that is actionless. It is the observer, the sakshi, the witness to all actions, both physical and in the mind. That part of you, that awareness, is ever present. Actionlessness. Hello, Ram sir.
Yes, Balan?
I think I'll need another 3 weeks.
What? You said that a month ago, Balan. I'm getting concerned that you will never return.
Of course I will. It's just that...
It's just what? You still have questions? Hello? Hello, Balan? Are you there? Hello?
And as I come to this point in the journey, I feel I have gained more clarity this month than I have throughout my entire life. I can't think why. I always thought I knew it all. Yet as I went through life, life itself became a bigger mystery. Now, here I am, I feel like those mysteries are slowly, daintily being unveiled to me. Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Swamiji, I've been thinking for a while. Can I also be ordained into Sannyasa Diksha?
You're not ready yet. It's just been 3 months since you first stepped foot in this ashram.
But if truth is truth, I see no point in going back to pursue the material world. No point at all.
Have patience. Have patience, Balan. Just give it 6 more months, maybe, to see that it's true love and not mere infatuation.
I thought you would never come back. You came back in style, Balan. Next week you are sure to win the Best Young Journalist of the Year award. I have insider info that you are the favorite of the jury. Added to that, you have gained a promotion. Well done, Balan. What more could one want in life, right? Except maybe you want to make us elders happy by starting your own family. I'm sure there are hundreds of parents of young girls will be queuing up for a prime
3
catch
months
like
of
you.
this.
Get
3
married,
months.
settle down.
What more can one want out of life, he asks.
Why are you serious, Balan?
I started out wanting to expose the sadhus of the world. I fear I have ended up exposing only one. The one that truly matters. The sadhu within me.
You need to get your parents' permission. Next Shivratri, we'll ordain you into sannyasa. Any questions, journalist?
ഞാൻ ബാലനെ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയിട്ടില്ല. ബാലൻ സന്യാസത്തിന്റെ വഴി പോകുമെന്ന് ഒട്ടും വിചാരിച്ചില്ല.
അച്ഛാ, എന്തൊക്കെയായാലും എനിക്കിത് മുമ്പേ അറിയാമായിരുന്നു ബാലേട്ടൻ ഈ വഴിക്ക് പോകുമെന്ന്. ഓർക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ അമ്മ പറയാറുള്ളത്? ഞങ്ങൾ കുട്ടികളായിരുന്നപ്പോൾ ചട്ടമ്പി സ്വാമികൾ വന്നിട്ട് ബാലേട്ടൻ്റെ ചെവിയിൽ എന്തോ ഉപദേശിച്ചു. പക്ഷേ നമുക്കതിപ്പോഴാണ് മനസ്സിലാകുന്നത്.
You shall be known as Swami Chinmayananda Saraswati. I have set you off on a quest. Your thirst for true knowledge will only be quenched if you drink from the source. For this, you must go to Swami Tapovanam in the Himalayas to learn directly from the sacred text. Remember, from belief to faith is a long journey. Be very patient, Balan. Very patient.
journey of 8 days with only Gurudev Shivanandaji's words for company. Shri Swami Tapovan, Imavat Vibhuti, the glory of the Himalayas, a saint of the highest order, consummate Vedanta, strict teacher, a compassionate mentor, and a poet whose every thought throbbed with ecstatic awareness. A sage of unsurpassed wisdom and tranquility, a perfect guru, Shrotriya and Brahmanishta.
I can't believe he really took Diksha. I mean, he was just like me.
Really? I'd like to see you fight for your country. You don't even stand up for me.
Hey, I didn't mean that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What I meant was, he was exceptionally brave and he has done so much for the country.
He followed his heart. He followed the truth.
Okay. So, from a lot of questions to a very interesting quest. Okay. Now, what do we have next?
That way.
Yeah.
Hari Om, I have come from Rishikesh. Where can I find Swami Tapovan Maharaj?
Swamiji is taking bath in the river. He'll be back shortly. Why don't you wait over there?
Pranam. How's your son?
He's much better now. How was Swamiji's health?
It's as it should be.
Why do you have to come all the way here to take bath, Swamiji? Let us build you an ashram. It will be much better.
You saw how carefully I kept that stone just now? It's so I can find it easily tomorrow. For guarding one piece of cloth, it takes so much effort. I don't want to waste my time guarding anything else. I'm happy with that mud-plastered kutia.
Hari Om, Swamiji, I am Chinmaya. I have been sent by Swami Shivanandaji to meet you. I want to study the Upanishads. Can you please guide me? I want to know the truth.
Who? Swami Shivananda sent you? Do you have his letter?
He just asked me to meet you.
What?
Swamiji, he just told me to see you.
Why?
I've been initiated into sannyas recently and...
You heard what I said. Go get the letter and come back.
Swamiji, do you think he was lying?
No, he spoke the truth.
Then why did you send him away?
This knowledge is precious. It has to be taken, not given. Let's see how sincere he is. I saw he was a mumukshu. I know he will come back. But this journey would make him more keen and alert to learn.
It's okay. You can send it.
Okay, Swamiji, I'll send it.
Chinmaya, you're back so quickly. You mastered the Upanishads already.
Gurudev, Swami Tapovan has asked for a letter to prove that I am from here.
Ah, okay. Give me that.
Swamiji, but why didn't you give me this letter earlier?
Chinmaya, can't you see? He's just testing your patience.
I don't understand why he has to test me this way. I've already given up whatever I have.
Let him be the best judge for that. Till that point of time, don't let his actions or words unnecessarily disturb you. A teacher isn't concerned with your pleasure or pain. He is only concerned with your spiritual growth, nothing else.
Govindagiri, in yesterday's rain, the roof sprung a leak. Since the sun is out, we will have our discussions in the open today. Also, the books have gotten wet. We need to have them kept outside and dried very carefully. There are some fruits inside which the Maharani sent. Please take them and share it with the others. You also go and help him. I'm sure tonight it will rain again. And today we have to...
Swamiji, I got the letter.
Keep the letter with you. You want to study under me?
Yes, Swamiji.
There are a few conditions. 1. What I teach only once. 2. I expect your full attention. 3. No note-taking. And lastly, I expect you to know what I have taught you so well that whenever I ask you anything, if you're not able to explain, you leave that day. Do you agree to these?
Agreed, Swamiji.
See you tomorrow at 4. In the morning.
Hari Om, Swamiji. Only 3 students.
Many come, few remain. You are already a Swami. Why have you come here?
Enlightenment is far different from initiation.
Today, we shall discuss a shloka from Ishavasyopanishad. Om Ishavasya Midagam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitha Ma Gridha Kasya Svidhanam. All this, whatsoever moves in the universe, including the universe, is pervaded by the Lord. Therefore, detach and enjoy. Never covet others' wealth.
Swamiji, I have a doubt in the morning class. Tena tyaktena. Detachment means abandonment.
You see, Chinmaya, only the detached actually enjoy. If you know how to detach, you take delight in life.
Intellectually and theoretically, I understand, but.
You see that mountain? Isn't it beautiful? You enjoyed it.
Well, of course, yes.
Were you attached? No. Because you don't feel like you own the mountain. But you enjoyed it, yes? Learn to have, not to possess. Why did you tear this?
Swamiji, it was already torn. I was just drying it.
How dare you, you liar! You tore my kurta.
I'm not a liar. You saw that? So much anger over a piece of old cloth.
You know, Chinmaya, Maharaja and Maharani of Tehri are his devotees. The Nepal king and queen come here to seek his blessings and guidance. If he wants, he can even have a kingdom. It was torn much before, and we already knew it. Chinmaya, if you want to experience truth, go sit at his feet.
So you came back to study at the feet of a liar.
I know I will realize this world is a lie. From this liar.
Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. God is real, the world is unreal, only an expression of Him. Think what is true and what is not.
Swamiji, I'm lost. After study and reflection, how does one reach this state of perfection? I fail to understand.
The seeker, Chinmaya, must merge his speech into the mind. The mind must merge into the intellect, and the intellect into the higher self, and revel in a state of absolute peace and perfection.
Swami Shivananda taught me how to live in God as God. And you pushed me beyond. Thank you. All I can do is thank you, Swami Shivanandaji. I am and will be ever grateful for all that you have given me. I have no clue how I can repay my masters. But I will make it my life's mission to serve his vision. What can I offer back? Mother Ganga starts up here as just a small trickle. She flows down the mountain, transforming into a gushing force that nourishes and enlivens. This knowledge that I have gained up here is for everyone, not just a few. I will take what I have learned and share it with the world. This will be my offering to the great rishis of yore. Gurudev, the urge is irresistible. We need to empower the masses with this knowledge.
Chinmaya, not many would be interested. But since you have this urge, and you look very determined, go. Go try. If even 4 people come to listen to you, it is success. When you go, if people are not receptive, come back. Never forget, you belong to the Himalayas.
This is a great vision you have in mind. With your passion and determination, of course there will be many who will benefit. You will create a spiritual renaissance. All the best, Chinmaya. All the best.
And you please take care of Gurudev. His health is important. So that's the plan, Gurudev. I want to go down to the plains with your blessings.
Go. Roar like Vivekananda. Chinmaya, going to save the fish like the monkey?
No, I'm going to save the fish from the monkeys.
But who's going to save the monkey? You can do that too.
With your blessings.
Quite adventurous.
Yes, he was. And you haven't even seen any of his work yet. That's next.
I want to know where his journey will lead him. I'm curious.
Pranam, Swamiji. Hey, Gya.
Thank you. It's nice I got something to eat. Tell me, Amma, is there a temple nearby?
Oh, yes. There's a Ganesh temple close by. Have prasad first. It's sumptuous. Eat it and then we'll go to the temple, huh?
Tasya vasa sarvamidam vibhati.
Panditji, who are the people in charge of the temple?
Actually, there are 5. One Mr. Nanda Saab is the head.
I want to give talks on the scriptures.
What? The scriptures? No one will come.
That too. You speak only in English. I don't know how many of them will know English.
Not only that, Swamiji. Of all those, I'm not sure how many will be interested in all this.
You don't have to worry about that. I haven't come down only to share this knowledge with the interested. I want to share it even with the uninterested. That's the whole point.
Scripture talks in English. Impossible.
Spell impossible.
Impossible. I am
possible. I am possible. Ha!
Fine, Swamiji. When do you want to start?
Today is 29th December. Let's start from day after tomorrow, 31st December. We'll be conducting it for 100 days.
100 days? You think people will come for 100 days?
They will come. We just need to start.
ठीक है. We'll tell the people. No harm in trying. Panditji, please tell whoever comes to the temple. Okay, Swamiji. Where will you stay?
Me? Only in a star hotel.
Star hotel?
Not in any star hotel. In a multi-star hotel. Under the sky.
No, Swamiji. I have a room upstairs in my house. Please stay with us. I insist.
Moolam taro kevalam ashrenda.
Swamiji, this way.
Sorry, I'm late. Where's everybody else, Panditji?
I told everyone. They said, "Ah."
Never mind.
Chotu, come.
But Swamiji, we are only 3 of us.
Wrong. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have my Guru's blessings. Let's begin. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today, we start with the study of the Upanishad. The study of the Upanishad is called Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya is the science of all sciences.
Chotu, I can't believe it. He is delivering his whole lecture just for 3 people.
Tell me the truth. Did you tell this to anybody else? Don't lie.
Hey.
Hey, you can't touch me. You can't catch me.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Swamiji, I never thought that would be so good. I'm definitely bringing my husband tomorrow and I'll force my children to come.
Yes, Sushila ji, we must tell everyone.
Swamiji, I promise there'll be at least 10 people here tomorrow. One more thing, Swamiji. I have a question from today's lecture.
You too? Where have I heard that before?
Hey, here come.
I see that the crowd size has increased. For 10 people, we don't need a mic. Yesterday, we discussed about Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya deals majorly with the Upanishads. We have 10 major Upanishads. Bhagwan Shankara, Ramanuja, and Madhva have written commentaries on these 10 major Upanishads. Out of these, we will be taking up the Kena Upanishad. silver tip floating in the river. Immediately he caught hold of the stick, turned and moved towards the shore. As he was walking back, the stick slipped out of his hand and he cried in agony, "My stick, my stick!" The stick that was floating down the river would not have caused him all the problems. It is the relationship that he created between himself and the stick that was the cause of all his sorrow. It is not the objects of the world that is the cause of all the misery in the world. It is the possessiveness that we have towards them that is the cause of all the sorrow. Tomorrow we will be taking up the nature of the ego, the perceiver, the feeler, and the thinker. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
நீங்கள் ஆற்றுக்கு போங்க அப்படியே வந்து
சரிப்பா நீ சீக்கிரம் வந்துடும்.
Pranam Swamiji.
Mani Iyer, you have been making notes, I have seen. Why don't we compile them and make a small booklet out of it, and we can give it out on the last day as Prasad Pustika?
Sure, Swamiji.
Swamiji, book is prasad? I was thinking I'll make laddus and give them instead, maybe.
Bring laddus. But the sweetness of the laddus will last a few minutes. The knowledge in the book will bring sweetness for a lifetime. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Pranam Swamiji. Every day your talks are getting even more engrossing. Here I've compiled my notes. There's a pretty good summary of what Swamiji has said.
You're fast.
Swamiji, how many shall we print?
How many will be here on the last day?
Around 2,500?
Then print 3,000.
3,000. It's going to be expensive.
Jai Bala. Hold on to Narayana, Lakshmi will follow.
Swamiji, book as prasad is an excellent concept. Swamiji, we all are here to help you.
Of course we want to contribute, Swamiji. But how do we go about it?
Start walking and the path becomes clear.
Swamiji, this is my nephew here.
Namaste, Swamiji. You are a successful journalist and highly qualified. How did you manage to renounce it all?
What do you have in your mouth?
Oh, sorry, Swamiji. It's just chewing gum.
When will you spit it out?
When it loses its essence.
I too chewed the world thoroughly and found no essence in it. So I spat it out.
Swamiji.
Today is the last day. There's been one person who's been coming here regularly and listening to all the talks carefully. You might be curious to know who that is. It is the speaker, Swami. The speaker is the first listener.
Swamiji, when can we have your darshan again?
Listen, I'm not the darshan variety. Hold on to the scriptures and they will take you higher. Tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattva darshinaha.
Just 100 days ago, Swamiji, we were none the wiser. I can't get over what has just happened.
You are beginning to wake up. Try to stay awake from now.
Swamiji, how do we do that?
For now, read one mantra of Kena Upanishad daily. Go through it 3 times. Let it go through you until we meet again.
Swamiji, my family in Madras is very keen in organizing your talks.
Really? Let them start the preparations immediately. We need more people to preserve and promote our culture.
Sure, Swamiji.
Swamiji, I just came today. Can you just give me a gist on Vedanta?
Not now.
It's fine, it's okay. Detach and attach. Detach from the world, attach to the Lord. It's only because of him and his hospitality that we got his Arni Palace. And we have our own Yagnishala.
As long as I can be of help. He impressed me the moment I saw him on the train. Then we got talking, and one thing led to another.
Stop this yajna! We won't let it happen. Hello! It's our heritage. We are the Brahmins. Why is he giving it to those who don't need to know? Summa nikkarire. Nanna naaka pudinkira mari kedu moy.
How can you utter your sacred words in English?
Na padi kaatra.
I curse. Your tongue will follow. Naaka ali paduvoy.
Let us go upstairs.
Swamiji, Swamiji, you don't worry about this, Swamiji. We will take care of it.
Hey Swami, what's happening? Why are you talking in English? Why can't you speak in Sanskrit?
Krodat bhavati sammohah. Sammohat smriti vibhrama. Smriti bhramshat buddhinashah. Buddhinashat pranashyati. You understand what that means?
Huh? I don't know Sanskrit.
You think the others will be able to understand?
But we know Malayalam. We know Tamil. You can speak either in Malayalam or in Tamil.
Yes, you'll be able to understand. But my goal is to reach the masses. Think, it's not about our language. We have many languages. We are here discussing our culture in a language that the educated masses can understand.
Swami, leave all that. Will you stop it or not?
Mrs. Iyer.
Yes, Swamiji?
From tomorrow onwards, I'll take classes in the morning also, apart from the evening. Please arrange for it.
Hello, Swami. I can't deal with this. I will get angry. நீங்க ஒண்ணா பேசுங்க அவர்கிட்ட.
Yes, yes.
The Bhagavad Gita is a scripture which tries to integrate the personality of the individual and make him capable of facing dynamically all his challenges in life. How to live spiritual beauty and bring its laughter and cheer into the world of fears and competitions, conflicts and confusions is the theme discussed in our Bhagavad Gita. The knowledge found here is the spiritual birthright of every human being. And its earnest study and practice could make a Christian a better Christian, a Hindu a better Hindu, and a Muslim a better Muslim. It is universally applicable to all. Truth is the same for all. If it was not, it could not be the truth. Hari Om.
Swamiji, it was very nice hearing you today, Swamiji. I'm sure everybody thoroughly enjoyed your discourse today, Swamiji. I would suggest if Swamiji could stay for a few more days, we'd be more than happy to host you here.
We heard your lecture. Sorry for what you have done. Not only me, but all my friends will help you in all ways.
Okay.
Congratulations, Swamiji. If you could win over Brahmins and Pandits of Madras, you could win over everybody else. Where does Swamiji propose to conquer next?
Autograph, Swamiji.
What's your name?
Rajaram.
Be Raja outside, Ram inside. Okay?
Thank you, Swamiji.
Rangaswamy, we leave to the Shiva Vishnu temple in 10 minutes.
The car is ready, Swamiji.
Swamiji, we were just thinking, the way you've been working and the way people are talking, we should start an organization.
Yes, Swamiji. This is really growing. We need to have some structure in place.
Listen, I have come here to teach. I have no interest in building an organization.
Swamiji, it's not for you, it's for us. It's growing so fast. We need to organize, we need to allocate roles and have some structure.
Okay, you all take it up.
We'll call it the Chinmaya Mission?
No, not under my name.
Swamiji, it's not about your name. Chinmaya means knowledge, true knowledge. That's what you have always taught us. As seekers, we should call it the Chinmaya Mission.
Fine. Call it Chinmaya Mission if you must. But remember, I came from the Ganga and I belong to the Himalayas. I have nothing to do with any of this. I am the pointer and not the pointed. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Swamiji, if you are going to use land for our centers, we need to register Chinmaya Mission officially.
Do it. But I tell you again, I have nothing to do with any of this. My only preoccupation is to share what I have learned from my masters with the maximum number of people.
Swamiji, we know that, but it'll be easy if you are part of it. The discipline would be maintained.
And so the Maya begins.
Since we have a mission, Swamiji, don't we need a motto?
Motto. To give maximum happiness to maximum people for maximum amount of time.
And that's how Gurudev's vision gave birth to this huge organization, which includes the space that you're standing in. And you'll be amazed at how the inspiring force brought so many people together in such a short time to build it up to what it is now. Gurudev traced his journey back to his roots and sought the blessings of his gurus, for the journey ahead would demand even greater energy and spiritual power from him.
Is it true that the Brahmin cursed your tongue to fall out?
How did you find out about that, Gurudev?
Everything is known from up here.
After the Yajna in Madras, Gurudev, classes were set up for the children and women too. Also, we've started a monthly magazine called Tyagi.
Keep it simple, Chinmaya. This will keep people reminded of nobler values.
Gurudev, let me take you to Delhi. There are better doctors there.
What? People don't die in Delhi?
Gurudev, I have to go back to Bombay and then to Palagat for the next series of talks. I have to take your leave.
Continue to do your good work. And never forget, you belong to the Himalayas.
I've heard about the great things you've been doing. You've become famous here. A hero from the Himalayas. Seems like you have encompassed the whole family. And Vanaprastha too. Brilliant. Are you preparing them for sannyasa?
Swamiji, there is a great thirst for knowledge, but no access to the right spiritual fountain. If you do not quench their parched lives, we may lose our culture forever.
What do you have in mind?
A monastery down the plains, where seekers can come and study easily. I would like to build an army of monks to uplift and rejuvenate our culture. I would like to call it Sandipani Sadhanalaya.
Rishi Sandipani was the guru of Sri Krishna. As such, you are teaching Bhagavad Gita. Very apt today. Wonderful.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Come, let me show you something even more interesting.
This is a full-on heroic story, Nalini. I just love his life and in specific what he did with it. You know, I was a person who thought being a sannyasi was so easy. And here's a sannyasi who was so full of leadership qualities and a vision. You know, a monk who's so cool. But I'm sure it must have taken a toll with so much of growth in such a short span.
Of course it did. After all, he was human. But what differentiated him from you and I was that he was able to conquer his body with his spirit. There was once this huge speech he was giving. They were going to stage the Ramayana, and
So the master teacher, Acharya Shankara, tells us to seek the Lord again and again. Wake up, O fool, and see the world for what it is. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Come. Okay,
Hari.
please make this. Okay, later, children. Come on, okay. Oh, shh. Okay, this way. Please come. Please make way. This way, Gurudev.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Okay, please make way. Gurudev, are you all right? I think I will take Gurudev home from here. You please inform the organizers that he needs to get his rest. What, Gurudev?
No.
Friends, please rise. Gurudev's health is not good. Despite that, he wants to honor his commitment to the youth. So let us please respect him and let us enjoy the show. Please take your seats. Thank you. Hari Om.
Change of plan. Nalini, I'm gonna turn my book of exposing the sadhus into an exploration of this sadhu here.
Hold on. Are you telling me the atheist has become one of them?
See, I always told you it's not that I don't believe in things. It's just that I don't want to believe in this mumbo jumbo. There is nothing I heard here today which does not make sense. In fact, I've heard ideas which are the closest to answering questions which I had for years. Of course, I need time to digest them completely. And that's one reason why I'm telling the book should be on him. Nalini, I'm going to change the direction of the book.
Hey guys, are you done?
No. Actually, I think we just started. Can I stay here for some more time?
Yes, you can. I'm glad you're finding all your answers here. Hey Nalini, did you tell him about the Parliament of Religions incident?
Not yet.
Wait. The Parliament of Religion? Was he invited?
Mm-hmm.
That's quite an honor.
Yes, but he declined the offer.
Why?
Dear Honorable, as a leader of the Hindu faith, your work noted and appreciated, invited to speak, Parliament of Religions, August 93. Here, I'm too old to take on this work. You go in my place.
Me, Swamiji? But what can I say? Swamiji, it would be better if Swamiji wrote it down.
Now you go back
and take up the organizational work. Tejomaya, I'm sure you can do it.
Maha? Maha? You remember that young photographer, Anjali Singh? The one who took all these beautiful pictures of Gurudev? She wrote to Swamiji saying she wanted to go to the US to take these rare photographs of him at the World Parliament of Religion.
I understand. But he couldn't go there because of his ill health, right? I'm sure she would have been disappointed.
Yeah, but Swamiji wrote back to her. He told her, stay in Delhi. On the 6th of August, you will get those rare photographs that you want.
Oh, really? But tell me, wasn't he in America?
He was. Come, let me show you something. And these are the photographs that Gurudev promised Anjali Singh. 6th of August, 1993.
Wake up to the state of pure consciousness. End all limitations of a mortal in you. Your sorrows and imperfections are your own choice. End them all right away. You can. You must.
What's happening? Where am I heading?
Guruji, that atheist I was speaking to you about, he came with me to Pune, Vibhuti, and he really wants to meet me. He's right there. Maha, Maha, Maha.
So, at the end of your quest, you've changed your mind?
Yes, Swamiji. I was really intrigued and inspired by the teachings of Swami Chinmaya. I'm sorry, Gurudev. In order to clarify my thoughts, I have drawn them. If you don't mind, Swamiji, I just wanted you to see them. These are just rough sketches. I'll have to work on them. Swamiji, I came here with a different intention, but somewhere I got lost. I don't know. I'm totally confused now.
Start walking, and the path will become clear. And I'm not talking only about your book.
He was really
Swamiji, I just have one question. How does it feel to be in his shoes?
I am not in his shoes. I am at his feet.
साथ मेरे रक्षा